November 1st means Merry Christmas, right? We switched over just overnight from Halloween to Christmas. That's how it's going to work around here for me. I've actually been doing some Christmas crafts for a couple of weeks now. This is the only one I can share so far. So I finished this up last night. This is for a swap in the Loaded Envelopes Galore and More group on Facebook. I used a tutorial by Jen Cassell, and I'll be sure to link that in the description box below. So this swap is for a elf boot, is what we're calling this, an elf boot memory dex card. So Jen used the Lori Whitlock cut file SVG for, I think it's called Witch's Boot, but we're turning it into an elf boot. So she did a cute little Halloween one, obviously, but she also made one for Christmas. So this one's a Christmas theme, obviously. So let's just go over that real quick. Like I said, I'm not going to do a tutorial because Jen's was excellent. And honestly, when I was putting this together, it was a hot mess. So I'm lucky that it came out as well as it did. So obviously I used the SVG file by Lori Whitlock. I bought it through My Silhouette, and it was only $1 right now. So if you want this file, it's a good time to get it. We sized it down and attached a memory dex base, and there we go. We have a boot. So I honestly think this is a old Prima line that you can even see. Here, I'll flip it over. Maybe a cup of cocoa or something. I don't know. I had some 6x6s in it from a swap that someone else sent me, and so I just used 6x6 papers on this. This was some like paper from that too. Now, as you can see, I kind of goofed up here. So I used white 110-pound cardstock to put this together, and then I covered it with pink cardstock, and I didn't cut another piece for my heel, but I thought that looked okay. So it's still white. The cut file has pieces that go here, here, and here, and I did that originally, but then once I got it together, I didn't like my paper choices. That didn't stand out. I just didn't like it. So I took another strip and covered the back of my boot and the sole of my boot, and then I did some holes here and laced up the back of the boot as well and used this like sheer lace. I kind of wish I would have used something that would have stood out a little bit more, but I did like the shimmer. I just tied it in a bow at the top. This was a cute little shimmery tulle bundle that I got in a swap. Same with this little pearly shiny flower here that I glued on there. At the top I just used some floral lace I got in a swap, and then this this mint ruffle, I don't know what you call this, ruffle trim. I tucked it inside, so you know it's got the 2 layers. I tucked it inside because I wanted it to look like a boot sock. So anyway, I just stuck that up at the top. I used a white glittery snowflake ornament. I got these at the Dollar Tree. This is parts of a pick, a glittery gold pick that I got at the Dollar Tree, and also these have like a big stem. Let me go grab those so I can show you what they look like at the store. Okay, here we go. This is a branch, it says. Just a glittery gold branch, and I just cut a few little pieces off and glued them on top of my white snowflake. And then there was a pack of 5 of these for $1. I think these are gorgeous. I think these would be pretty tucked in a Christmas tree. I'm gonna go back and get more, but I just clipped individual pieces off and tucked them in here. I made these pink poinsettias using a free SVG file I found online, and I just sized them down. I made gold leaves to go behind them. I layered up the petals, and then I just used some glitter on the tips to kind of give it a little shimmer, and little pearl beads as the centers. I popped on some little sparkly flatbacks to kind of bring in some more of that mint color, because it doesn't show up really well in the paper, but there is mint in the paper. I used some of these. I think these also came from the Dollar Tree, on here and on the toe of the boot. So yep, there's my memory dex card. Inside the memory dex card, oh yes, so I forgot to put the cut. There's a cut piece here that makes it really cute around the laces, and I had laced mine up, glued it together, and realized I forgot that part. So I was kind of mad at myself, but not mad enough to go back and unlace this. And then I just used some twine there, and then glued some little pom-poms on the laces. So there's my boot. I think it turned out pretty cute. It was a hot mess when I was putting it together. I was a little worried. And inside we were supposed to put one of these little flags. I'd never made one of these before. I looked at Jen's examples, and this is what I came up with. I had these in my stash. I love that. And then these were some beads that I just bought and put on for a little dangle. Gold flag, there's a pink and gold stripe flag. This one's just a pink that I put that same mint ruffled trim on and some pink pom-pom trim. This was a sticker that I had, chipboard sticker. I just backed it with some more of that same paper there. This was in a little stash, just a little flat back snowflake. And then this is a resin snowflake. I think that's made from the Prima Christmas line that came out. And I just put some glitter on it, the same glitter that I put on my flowers. Put that on there. I got these from Lala D. I ordered a bunch when she posted. I was like, ooh, can I buy some of those from you? So she made me some resin. The bottom, I just put another little cotton ball. My stick is a shish kebab stick. I just trimmed it down and then glued the little pom-poms on it. So that's it. Simple little project, and I think it turned out really cute. I used to not be a pastel person for Christmas, but I've got to say, when I use my traditional Christmas colors, they're not as fun to work with. I don't know what that is. Like, these are my signature crafty colors now. Crafting brings out my girly side. I really like the pink and the mint. I just love that color combo and the gold. So it's much more fun for me to use these colors now than it is traditional Christmas. So I don't know what it is, but this is just more fun for me. So I went this route with this little project. I do have a 12 days of Christmas project that I've been working on. I'll share it a little bit later because it's an outgoing swap as well, and I want my partner to be surprised. But that'll probably be going out at the end of the month, so I'll have a video up on that soon. Stay tuned for cute Christmas projects coming now through December.